And we're back, this time with a few different modalities. Alright, now, not new and improved, just additional length. Because as stated before, I'm losing strength, power, control over distance. There is an effect by more mass, most assuredly. I'm also limited by my height. I'm not too tall a person, as you can see, or I guess maybe loosely tell. So there's definitely a lot of additional arm gestures necessary, but this one's longer. And it could be because it's heavier. It could be because it's new in the sense. Color again, circles, I'm not sure. But it takes a while to add, I guess, the equal amount of energy to the shorter distance in the longer chain to get going. Now, I can target specific areas, but it's still not the same as what I'm kind of doing right now, where it's more of like I'm visualizing the bottom of the chain in my arm being essentially mirrored. The hand at the bottom, traveling up the arm, and then using my mind, which it's essentially a flex. You know, I've heard some people describe it, I can't describe the muscles accurately, but right above the brow, and you use your tongue in your mouth to touch the roof. So you're kind of like making a connection with the brain, in essence. And let's see, how would I describe this? You're definitely just scrunching your brow and really kind of focusing on. It's not even muscle. It's really difficult to describe because it's as though you're putting pressure inside your actual brain by maybe causing it to contract. I'm not exactly sure if that's true, but maybe it's just the sensory way that is processed that I experience for me to elicit the focus within the brain, and I'm pretty sure it's probably the third eye. But more than likely, it's very much just how I've come to understand the chakra system. I'm still unsure if that is basically a landmine, because I've seen on TikTok, there's some guy who does like talks and whatnot, and he specifically says that the chakra system is not natural to humans. It's actually an etheric series of implants that is used to tune humans off of we'll say, away from the heart. Because he doesn't indicate, I haven't seen too much of his stuff, I'll get the name, where the powers that be aren't human. You know, those 13 elite families, so just quote-unquote elite. Regardless of what you believe, I'm very much not on the fence, but it makes way more sense than, some greedy fucking people just keeping humans from getting their shit together. No. There is a level of, not even conspiracy, outright control schema. In every, I would say, overwhelmingly meaningful position of governmental power in almost every single country, you have plants, infiltrators, we'll say immigrants, but non-terrestrials is probably illegal aliens, so to speak, in the most true sense of the word. They're non-humans. They may have a human like skin suit or DNA to some degree, but a lot of them, in my opinion, and a lot of what's kind of asserted, because again, there is highly limited proof. It's all whistleblower, like first-hand accounts from ex-military members and service people who have either come out by documentary that some of you may or may not have seen, but TikTok, YouTube, all over the places. Now, humans can't get their shit together. Not because, we're warlike and they're just violent and whatever. It's like, no. If you do any research, we are a very social species. It's why we die and basically are detrimented heavily when we're isolated. Makes sense, doesn't it? So why would you believe anyone telling you that, oh yeah, humans are just violent and warlike and just Americans and their gun culture? It's like, bro, I don't see a bunch of rednecks doing an Ahmaud Arbery every week. I don't see, and let's not forget that back in Vegas, right before COVID hit in 2019, that white dude that basically went and gunned down a bunch of people at some music festival, which, that one old guy, no. That seems like some kind of shenanigans was up there. We have been bewitched, enchanted through the television, through, you know, the various ways in which we are told and manipulated into thinking that we're violent people when we're not. We can commit heinous violence for sure. Most assuredly. It's definitely within us as a people. But I don't buy it for 1 second that the human species as a whole is some violent, war-hungry, bloodthirsty set of monkeys. I mean, some of them are. I've definitely had inclinations, as if you watch any of the earlier videos where just, you know, people have harmed me and I just really wanted to do some bad unto them, but I'm at a park right now. I'm literally swinging a goddamn chain with my mind, and no one's batting an eye. Frankly, that's weird to me. Because if I saw someone doing this, I would just be like, what the hell is that? What? That doesn't seem... And you don't have to look for, like, 5-10 seconds for something to seem just a little off. But, and this is where I think the theory of NPCs comes along, I don't think it's just people not talking to me. I don't think it's just because I look, the way I look. I think that there is strangeness. Genuine strangeness.